Hello, everyone. Back to the Left Side Network for another episode of the day. Hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. Let's get down to it. First video of the day will be about something I've been meaning to make a video about for a decent amount of time, and that's millennials. Now, as you may know from looking at me, I am a millennial myself. Millennials are people born between the mid 1980s and the late 1990s. People who are now in their early 20s to late 20s, pretty much. I wanted to make a video about many things and just my opinion about the millennials, us, the new generation. Um, Obviously we're a bit different than, the previous ones that had come before us, although the ones that were not too far before us may be a little bit closer, but there's a lot of differences between the millennials and the generations that have preceded the millennials. Of course, number one, which is most, obviously seen and, understood, is we're more technologically inclined than most other generations. It just comes naturally with us. Maybe it has something to do with video games or, the culture and the time of which we grew up, all the type of things like that. I think there was a lot of technology. By the time I was born in 1994. By the time I was born, the internet was, or by the time at least I can remember, the internet was already up and going. I had known how to use the internet in school, since I don't know exactly what age, but since a very young age. And I think most millennials would probably agree and say the same thing. Not only that, one thing I have realized about my generation, the millennials, there's a lot more atheists in the millennials than in the preceding generations. Um, Usually, the U.S. population is usually heavily, or at least majority heavily, religious, usually towards Christianity. So to see that many young people, especially from growing up, I can see on my own that a lot of them are now atheists, or there's many different terminologies which they use for different sort of. But basically, they don't subscribe to a conventional religion, which is okay. It's fine. Do as you please, believe as you want, live and let live. But it's just something that I thought was very odd, and I was always wondering what could possibly be the root cause for that. Does it have to do with more access to information and maybe, a more educated populace? Not saying that people that are religious are stupid, because I'm religious myself. I wouldn't be saying that, but I don't know. I'm really not exactly sure what was the cause of this whole thing here, or this whole shift in paradigm, as you will. Um, Not only that, and I wanted to get to the second part of the video, which is really the main reason which I made this about the millennials, and that's political unrest. Many millennials have been totally dissatisfied with government, the way that things have been going with policy, with the economy, with just social issues, many things. In my opinion, there needs to be huge change. That's why many people talk about revolution, whether you're on the libertarian side or you're on the green side, progressives, whatever you want to call it. We all know one thing, that there needs to be huge, major changes in the current system. Now, obviously, majority of young people right now, unfortunately, there's been high youth unemployment, especially amongst college graduates compared to before. Now, that's a little bit alarming to me, in my personal opinion, because there should be, not a guarantee, but people should be able to go to college, get their degree, and feel comfortable that whatever they went to school for, they should 100% be able to get a job and make a living there. I just don't understand what the issue is. And the government seems to be always worrying about tax breaks, about big corporations, about, other things other than the real people, the next generation, the youth, the future of the country. It's a little bit unnerving, especially all this stuff that's been happening with Jill Stein, Gary Johnson, which I'm going to make another video about maybe tomorrow. Bernie Sanders, all those candidates that young people support heavily, that really want to make radical change in the government. It seems like the current ones in power want to totally stop them. So that's another cry that us millennials have, unfortunately. We're just totally unsatisfied politically, I don't know what to tell you. Personally, I'm a Jill Stein supporter, Jill Stein 2016, but I also support Gary Johnson. I would rather, way, way, way rather, have Gary Johnson in the commander-in-chief position than Hillary or Trump. Oh, God. That would just be horrible. Either one of them, So hopefully this will be the year of the third party. Hopefully the millennials can possibly move their agenda forward. Now, this whole movement with the millennials actually started, at least with my side, because I'm personally, I support Jill Stein and supported Bernie Sanders. This started with me with the Occupy Wall Street, or the Occupy 99%, all these different movements that popped up out of nowhere, I believe in 2012. Movement for real change and for real fairness and real democracy. That's where it all started with me, pretty much. Groups like that, Occupy Wall Street, groups like Anonymous, um, you know, they've really pushed the agenda forward and allowed it to be in the mainstream spotlight, which hopefully can spark a real change as long as people actually can wake up to what's going on. Like I've said in my previous videos, please everybody, if possible, do your own research. Don't always go to the mainstream media for your news. Check everywhere. Whenever there's facts, recheck it. Search. Don't just take it for its word. Check for yourself. It's very, very important. Now, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the millennials are different or totally different from most generations? Do you think they're pretty similar? What do you guys think about the millennials? Think they're lazy, like I've heard some people say? Do you think that they're great? Do you think that in the future, because of us, that maybe the world will be a better place? Do you think it won't? Do you guys agree with me at all? Leave it in the comments. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I post videos Monday through Friday on a wide variety of subjects. Why don't you go ahead and hit that like button with your forehead? Ooh, couldn't get that out. And go ahead and check out my buddy's channel, but that's my opinion. He posts great videos. In fact, he's posted a great video today, and he'll be posting more. Just a great channel. Like I said, in fact, if you guys haven't checked it out, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Check out his channel. He's a great, great channel. You guys won't regret it. And if you guys haven't, go ahead and check out that Gamer Friday last week. First edition. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. So other than that, why don't you guys have a nice one? There should be another video coming your way. And have a good one.